Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So recently when I was out at my local Lidl supermarket, I bought myself this brad nailer slash stapler. So in this video I'll be doing an unboxing, testing and a review of this tool. Right, so here it is, the Parkside electric nail gun slash stapler. The model is PET254D. It says on the box that it's ideal for attaching materials such as textiles, film and cardboard to softwood surfaces. The nail length, it's 15mm, 20mm, 25mm and 32mm. So it takes brads from 15mm up to 32mm. Quite useful. Staple length, 15mm to 25mm. And accessories included in the box, you get some staples of various sizes, brads of various sizes and an Allen key. It also says on the box that it comes with a 3-year warranty. So this was very cheap. I bought this from Lidl supermarket here in the UK. I'll put the price on the screen now. So let's open up the box and see what's inside. So it comes with this box of brad nails and staples. Here is the nail gun. And there's also the instruction manual. So you get quite a generous free selection of brad nails and staples. That's nice to see. Here are the staples. Look how many rows you get. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, wow, 9, 10. So there's 10 rows of staples there, and then the brads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 lots of brads, 10 lots of staples. So pretty impressive, the amount of brads and staples you get included free with this gun, because it's probably going to be a while before you ever need to replace them. Let's just check the sizes you get. So you get some 32mm brads and some 25mm brads. So this machine does go down to 15mm. You don't get the really small brads, but it will take them. And with the staples, 25mm staples and 15mm staples. So a nice selection there of useful brads and staples. So let's take a closer look at the gun. So you've got this nice rubberized handle here with a rubberized trigger switch. And then you've got this button that rolls from 1 all the way up to 6. So to set the nail deep into the wood, you can put it on the maximum setting of 6, but if you don't want it to go too deep, you can put it on 1. So you'll have to experiment with that to see, depending on the material that you're firing the brads or nails into, on the power of the sort of hammer action of the gun. At the back there is the on and off switch, and then here you've got a mechanism where you pull up. There's 2 lumps on either side here, and you pull them up. There's a spring loaded compartment that pops out so that you can add the nails. And the brads, so you can add the nails and the brads here. The brads go in there. Same with the staples. And when they're in, you can push this back down and it locks into place. And then you've got a nice little window here that shows you how many staples or brads you've got left, so you can keep checking that as you're working. It's also got like a tape measure on the front here, guessing for the rip fence. There's a rip fence here. So you can adjust this by pulling it down. Everything's a bit tight because it's new. Here we go. So if you want to get a nice neat line of staples or brads in something, then you can set this fence along this measurement here, and then you can work up to this fence and get a nice consistent line of staples or brads. Interesting little feature. I've not seen that on a nail gun before. Good for upholstery, I think, things like that. And then at the front here you've got this face plate with two Allen key headed bolts. So if there is a jam, the provided Allen key is set on the side of the machine here. You can use that to take this face plate off and unjam it. So I've just measured the cable on this nailer, and it measures over 3 meters, closer to around 3.5 meters, so it's got a nice long cable. So that is about it on the features of the stapler nailer. So now let's put it to the test.
So I recently used the gun on a project. Here I'm stapling some 5mm plywood to some pine, and I'm using the 15mm staples. Really comfortable to use, nice and precise. So now for the testing, I'm cranking it up to max power number 6, starting off again with the 15mm staples. Just for a demo, I'm going to attach the 5mm plywood to some wood. Now moving up to the 25mm staples, firing straight into softwood. This is a scrap of 2x3. Now the 25mm brad nails. Now the big 32mm brad nails. Then I turn the power down to number 4, and again with the 32mm brads. And then I tried the power at number 2, again with the 32mm brads. Now to try it out on some oak, again with the 32mm brad nails.
Okay, so let's take a look at some of these test pieces then. So starting off with the 15mm staples, this was on max power. Just stapling some 5mm plywood to some scrap wood. I'm not sure what kind of wood that is, but as you can see, the staples sunk below the surface, no problem at all. So let's take a look at this scrap piece of 2x3 then. 25mm staples, and this is on maximum power. They all sank easily below the surface, no problem there. Moving on to 25mm brad nails, again maximum power. They sank easily below the surface. Then going up to the 32mm brads, again on maximum power, and they've sunk below the surface again, no problem at all. Again with the 32mm brads, but then on setting number 4, they have still sunk below the surface on softwood,
but not so much. And then I moved it down to number 2, and they sat flush with the surface mostly. Now finally, looking at the scrap piece of oak, you can see the 32mm brads have blasted through the bottom here. It sank into it perfectly fine, just below the surface every time, so plenty of power. Okay then, so that is about it for this video. So my final conclusions and first impressions of this tool. For the price, I think it's an absolute bargain. You saw how it went through all of the different sized brad nails and staples that were provided, and it sunk them into the hardwood and the softwood with no problem at all. I was quite surprised how it sunk the larger brads into the hardwood, but you can see that this tool has no problem power wise. Comfort wise, it's very comfortable to use, to be honest. It's very comfortable, and it's got a nice long power cable as well. So I'm finding it difficult to fault this tool, especially at the price it's at. I think it's a nice tool. It's quite easy to fit the brad nails and the staples, and I didn't get any jams. So all in all, a good experience, and I'll be keeping this tool. I like it, very cheap. You could even have it as a backup to your main stapler at that price. So that's about it for this video. So if you did find this video useful, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.